should always feel good. They should never tell you to do anything bad or harm yourself or harm other people. That's a clear sign. If something feels dark, dark energy also feels very heavy. People on the other side, your loved ones, will feel light. They will feel light and full of love and compassion. Anything that feels dark, heavy, any weird smell, sulfur is usually accompanied by the D word. Anything like that is a sure sign that you've got something that, so just don't invite it into your house. Keep your house very light. Keep lots of light coming in. Burn candles, burn incense, get salt lamps. Keep the energy in your house very light. Have lots of laughter, watch comedies, play light music. Fill your house with love and light, and you will never have to worry about any of these problems in your house ever, because it will repulse them, and you won't have to worry about anything coming in or any damage to your sanctuary, as I call it, by just incorporating good practices of love and being in sync with the universe, so that you're aligned and you only encompass and embody what is, how we're truly supposed to be.
Now, the question I also have, let's say you have a Ouija board. Can you just give it to somebody you don't like, or is it going to still come back to you? Let's say you opened up a Ouija board, right? And you now created a whole bunch of chaos in your life, right? Bad things are happening to you. Now, I heard that you don't supposed to throw it away and things like that, because it could be bad to do that. I heard you don't really supposed to burn it, but can you just give it to somebody you don't like?
No, you should like everyone. I don't know. I had a client that had a keychain of a Ouija board, and I told her to throw it away, but not in my rubbish bin. I told her to go to the dumpster. But even just a thing like that, even earrings, jewelry, even a T-shirt with it isn't a joke. I know you can't really function on it and you can use it. I guess it could be used if you wanted to. But the best thing is just not even have it. Go get a Monopoly game.
What I find interesting, I research a lot. I do a lot of researching. I'm literally on my computer just researching and trying to get more knowledge. But what I've been finding a lot on Google Play is that there's a lot more paranormal apps on there, and I have noticed there's a couple like Ouija boards and a couple of that stuff on Google Play. And I'm kind of curious, do you think it's possible to get an actual reading from something that's from a computer? Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, anything used to communicate, you could use. I sometimes, when I do paranormal investigations, I'll take, those little magnets with the alphabet that you used to put on the fridge, and you could make the kids write little things. I'll take those along. Anything that. What?
Oh, so some of those apps that some of those apps that I'm saying, do you think it's possible that they're actually real and you could actually communicate with actual spirits and ghosts?
Are you talking about ghost boxes and stuff like that?
The EVPs and the EMPs and stuff like that on Google Play, and you install them on an Android or an iPhone, and you can detect ghosts and spirits and stuff like that.
Well, okay, the ghost app, the ghost radar thing is pretty hokey. I used to have that one, and that became a joke. But for people that want to pretend to be ghost hunting or whatever, it can be entertaining. And once again, those are for entertainment purposes. There's other apps. I've seen them all. I've fiddled with them and deleted them pretty quickly because they're just stupid. But any form of communication with what I was trying to get at, whether you're using a pen and paper or you're using these different ghost apps to communicate, Ouija board apps, all of that is a form of communication. And once you open up that line, it doesn't matter what type of thing, there will be some sort of exchange from the other side. So, yes, they could work, but be careful once again, because when you open up, you're not guaranteed that you're going to get your Uncle Fred or whoever you're trying to reach. You open up to everything, light, dark, demonic, angelic. It's a free for all. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
because you're not experiencing.
Because your body and soul has to find whoever it is that you're looking for. It's not going to automatically pop up. Like.
Oh yes, it will pop up. It will pop up. They don't care who you are. You don't sit there.
No. What I'm saying is the person that you're trying to reach, the person that you're trying to contact, the person that you're trying to help, that's trying to get, like, past wherever there is, whatever they're trying to get past. What I'm saying is you have to get past all the other deceptive spirits or non-deceptive spirits to get to the correct spirit, to get to the actual right communication, the right picture.
Well, that's kind of
right.
heavy.
But that only happens if you vibrate higher. Like when I'm doing communication, I only go straight up to the universe. I never get any lower vibrational entities because I don't hang out in the lower realm ever. I vibrate high on purpose so that I only get what's up there. So I'm always guaranteed a good person. I never get anything bad.
And I think that's the issue with everyone else that's having these paranormal sightings or paranormal issues, is that they're on lower realms and that they could possibly need help to get to a higher realm.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
And they're with the darkness on the lower realm, so they need to come back up to the light.
No, hey,
right, and that's what.
Oh, I'm sorry. The delay sometimes on here, we cut off each other. I gotta ask you another question, right? You go to a thrift store and you see a Ouija board. Okay, now you buy that. I know. Well, I don't want to go into it, but I had a bad experience when I was in my first marriage. We got a group of people together and we got a Ouija board, and maybe that's why my first marriage didn't work. But my life was really, really hell, and everybody else that was involved, it was really hell, and it was really strange. But the situation, if you go in a thrift store, for example, and you buy an old Ouija board, could you be actually picking up some real bad spirits just by buying it and bringing it home?
Well, you don't know if the door's been closed from the last communication. You could be picking up whatever is attached to it from. That's the other thing. I mean, things attached to items too. Everything holds energy. There might be some leftover crap on that board, whether it's the people living or whatever they brought in. So it's kind of like when you get a used car, you don't know what people have been doing, jumping curbs or damage, how many accidents that car's been in. Same thing with the Ouija board. You don't know what you're getting.
So basically what you're saying is, like, if I were to go down to the thrift store and pick up a Ouija board, what if that Ouija board was, used in, let's say, The Exorcist or something like that?
Well, or the person killed somebody. It was using it last.
Exactly. You'd never know. So you pick up a Ouija board from the Goodwill and you start using it. Oh, the spirits might be good and well, but after a while, it's gonna, change a little bit.
Now, how do you close? I don't even know. If you have a Ouija board, right, and you've been talking to Aunt Bertha, who played a saxophone at the nudist colony, and she was a member of the Sex Quartet. How do you close that Ouija board?
I would think you would have to talk to somebody, on a higher realm to, close it.
Yeah, well, no, seriously, I'm being serious there, Kevin. How do you do it? How do you close it? I mean, you open up, right? Now you got these evil spirits coming out and demons coming out, and telling you to go do certain things. How do you close it?
That's a good question. I mean, in the same, it kind of creates a portal. And I've gone to people's houses and felt portals at the house and known where there's the energy is centered. So I would imagine that maybe it's centered once you would find out where the portal or the center of where everything is coming through, you could probably figure out how to close it as well. Okay. But I mean, I don't know offhand because I just tell people to burn it.
But let's say if there was like a story that came along with the Ouija board, and that Ouija board, I was unable to close it myself. But
just take the batteries out, Kevin, and then it won't work no more.
Well, there's people that I know that could help me close that Ouija board.
Right.
Then I would try to turn to those people that could, try to help me with those. I would
find more people that specialized in Ouija boards or demonology and knew what to do, might even take it and dispose of it, that kind of thing. But there's not only the closing of that, then there's making sure that you're cleansed as well and everything around is cleansed, and it's about resuming everything to normal after that whole mess has been created.
Huh. You have another real quick question there because we're running out of time here. Hey, I want you to plug yourself here. I got like about 2.5 minutes. How can people get a hold of you? How can they get a reading? How can they get their life in order? And how can they get rid of the demon or their ex-husband?
Oh, wow. They're the same. No, I'm joking. No, a lot of people have nice husbands. Okay, well, you can always find me at Psychic Medium Valentina on Facebook. You can just do a search for that. If you're coming to the area, I'd love to see you in person. If not, we can do it via Skype or FaceTime. You can book your appointment online yourself at Psychic Medium Valentina. That's VALENTINA.com. Very simple. Or just search for that, and I should show up fairly easily. Always happy to answer any questions you might have about paranormal. Send me photos. I've had people send photos. I think I got some from the show last time. People listened and sent me ghost photos to look at.
Oh, that's great. So, I got last time you were on, I got flooded with texts from people and emails. So, I mean,
Oh, I never saw any of them. I want to see them. You can send some my way.
Well, you just said you got people sending you ghost pictures. That's something.
Yes, I did. I did have a lot of ghost pictures come in that I had to look at. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I love that stuff.
What's your email? What's your email that fans can personally contact you on and send you stories or send you?
I'd rather have photos emailed and I can look at them all in one spot. So it's Ghost Girl Crew, CREW, Ghost Girl Crew at Verizon with a Z.net. Ghost Girl Crew at Verizon.net.
Okay, Valentina. It's been a great night. I just said,
always fun, you guys.
Hey, it's been fun talking to you, and I got to figure out why this delay is as bad as it is. It's worse than it was here a month ago. But hey, I really
you're ironing it out. You'll get it right.
Yeah, sooner or later. I got a few more years. Hey, enjoyed having you on the show, and maybe again sometime. And
yes, anytime.
And we've been plugging you a lot on Facebook also this last couple of days. So
join the Facebook. Everyone, get on the Gary's Night Dreams Facebook group there, and stay tuned. Lots of paranormal stuff going on, lots of chatter. So cool.
Well, thank you. Well, you and your boyfriend have a good night tonight, and maybe we'll talk to you again.
Okay, great.
Okay, you take care.
Bye.
Bye. So anyway, that 2 hours kind of went fast. And actually, in a new studio with some new equipment, I only had a few little malfunctions. But other than that, hey, it's been a cool evening.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. I mean, I learned a lot, and I got to say some things that I wasn't able to get to say last time, and it really It really was awesome.
Okay, well, guess what? I forgot to do a plug for one of our